Hi, I'm Gail Carmona. Welcome back. I know some of you are anxious for me to go right in and talk about the EIPA and all the different skill sets that you could work on and ideas of development. But before we do that, before we talk more about the EIPA, let's talk a little bit briefly about the different evaluation options that individuals do have. So once you've completed your schooling and you're looking to go into the field of interpreting, specifically if you're interested in the K through 12 interpreting field, there are three different evaluations that really you can take. You have to check your state. We're based out of California, and perhaps your state may be a little bit different, but generally speaking, three of the national evaluations you can take are the NIC certification, or which is from RID, it's an actual certification. EIPA, which is an evaluation that your state sets the score that's considered a pass, if you will, or allows you to work in the field. The state sets the score. And then the ESSE, which is the Educational Sign Skills Evaluation. It's also national. In the past, people have said that that's a signed English evaluation, and I would say not necessarily true. Both the EIPA and the ESSE have ASL, evaluate for ASL, PSE, and signed English skills. The difference would be the EIPA, you choose which ones you're going to um, evaluate for. And in the ESSE, they let you know where your skill set falls, what category it falls into. So some have said, and it's been my experience with interpreters that I've worked with, that it is a little easier to get a 4.0 on the ESSC and therefore qualified to work if your state recognizes it, and many do, so do check. So often interpreters will take that first so that they can qualify to work in the field. Again, I'm not talking here about, the skills for the student and the importance of honing our craft and getting better and better at our work, but I'm talking about entering into the field and being able to start working. So those are the options that we have in California. Often, like I said, they start with the ESSC, but even if you're to pass or achieve a 4.0 on that, don't stop there. Go and assess with the EIPA. It's certainly a very well-respected evaluation in our field. And it's something that you consider doing irregardless of whether you've scored with the ESSE. EIPA has had a long-standing relationship with RID. At one time, RID would give a certification, it's called an ED K through 12, to individuals who pass the written portion of the EIPA, and yes, they do have a written ethical portion, and the signing portion. If an individual passed both of those, they could take the results of both, add to it their four-year degree, submit that to RID, and receive a certification. Now, RID is no longer doing that, but they still recognize the EDK through 12, which they did give out for some time. So those are some of the options that individuals have in California. I know that you would like to hear more about discourse mapping, when to fingerspell. Oh my goodness, what are some of the other? There's just a number of things that everybody always asks about. Top-down processing, that's another one. We're going to talk about these things, but not today. So please subscribe. Don't miss the next video, and I look forward to seeing you then.